Hi, I'm Felicia Hom with Examiner.com here at the LA Asian Pacific Film Fest with the director, Tad Nakamura, of Jake Shimabukuro, Life on Four Strings. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, just for our reference, could you tell us a little bit about your film and Jake?
Yeah, the film is Jake Shimabukuro, Life on Four Strings, and it's an hour-long documentary on the virtuoso named Jake Shimabukuro, who happens to be young Japanese-American from Hawaii, and whose instrument is the ukulele.
Oh, it's the ukulele?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So did you do most of your shooting in Hawaii, or was it on location throughout the States?
We did a lot. I mean, lucky enough to be able to shoot in Hawaii many times because that's where he's from. But, you know, following him on tour, he's literally around the world all the time. So we got to shoot here in LA, San Francisco, New York, of course Hawaii, but also got to go to Japan twice.
Wow.
So yeah, it was great being able to follow him around.
Okay. And so how did you come across this story, or how were you introduced to Jake?
I was actually commissioned to do the film by the Center for Asian American Media and Pacific Islanders in Communication, and so by the time the producer Don Young, he's the one who really brought me on board, and so by the time I got on the project, funding was secure and Jake was already on board. So I had never really met Jake before the beginning of the film, so it was really a blank slate for me. Yeah. And in that sense, it was great because you know, I didn't come in with any preconceived notions of him. And throughout, you know, the 2.5 years of producing, we got to know each other real well.
Okay, wow. So were you able to pick up any of his ukulele skills, or are you just apart from all the music?
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe if I was a musician, I could learn something from him, but I am terrible at all instruments. So he picked up a little bit of filmmaking, I think, from us. He was always curious about lighting and like lenses and stuff, but yeah, none of his musical talent rubbed off on me.
Okay, and I know it's extremely difficult to get started with a music career. So could you tell us a little bit about how Jake got himself noticed, and like how did it happen? Basically?
Yeah, he actually first started with some of his friends when he was in high school. Him and two other people started a group called Pure Heart. This was in the mid-90s, and they were actually very, very popular, kind of a pop local Hawaiian group. So they got really big in terms of just locally in Hawaii. And then after that, Jake created a solo career, and he actually did really well in Japan first. There wasn't really a market. Sony Japan signed him to his first album. So he actually had a really good recording career in Japan, but was still relatively unknown here. And it wasn't until just a random YouTube clip of him doing a cover of George Harrison's While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And that was one of the first videos that went viral on YouTube, and from there it kind of just skyrocketed.
And for you as a filmmaker, what sort of projects are you looking forward to doing in the future? Do you have anything lined up, or just tell me about what's exciting you nowadays?
Well, I think kind of still a couple of projects in development, but one of them is trying to get funding behind another documentary in Hawaii about a muralist named Estria, who is a former graffiti writer who now helps communities build murals in different areas around different subjects. So he's actually going back to Hawaii and is going to do a whole mural project on the meles, or the traditional Hawaiian chants. And so hopefully we can do a full documentary on him.
Oh, okay, wow, it seems like you have a lot of connection to Hawaii. Tell me about your own. Are you connected with Hawaii at all, or what's your background?
I mean, my background, I'm Japanese American, 4th generation, but born and raised in LA. But you know, I've always had a pretty good connection with Hawaii. My parents are both filmmakers. They did a lot of work in Hawaii growing up, and so I have a lot of extended family on the island, and pretty much would go out there at least once a year. So now, instead of just having a family connection, I feel like I have kind of a professional connection too, with getting to know different artists and filmmakers.
Okay. So do you spend your do you actually find yourself spending a lot more time in Hawaii more than LA now?
No, I wish. I would definitely wish I would, but no. I mean, it's usually a couple, one or two trips, but definitely most of the year spent here.
Okay. Well, LA is still a great place.
Yeah, no.
As you know, and thank you so much for your time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I had a great time learning about Jake, and I actually really look forward to seeing the documentary.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.